I was going to give you some news. I did get the thing in the mail you sent me.
Which one is that?
It was actually the denial of the 20.
Oh. Okay.
The denial of the 2255. I did get that, and it was the right one, but it came in a separate envelope a day later. And they sent my full package back because I didn't have enough money on it. They're just brutal here. They charge double the normal postage price. So anyway, I was able to put the exhibit in there where it belonged, and I put it in the mail yesterday, and it went to the court.
Good. Praise God. Praise God.
Oh, I was going to tell you, when I sent you an email yesterday, you could take some stuff out. You don't have to post everything I say. Sometimes I can't. And
no, your email about that to that whorehound from hell was perfect. I read it verbatim into YouTube, and I thought it was absolutely wonderful, David. And I'm going after this guy. I'm not letting him rest. I mean, the people who think they can like throw slander at you after you've suffered 15 years in prison, they deserve a very hot spot in hell, man. And anyway, I just sent you an email. When you get a chance, check it out. I just sent it. I don't know how long it'll take to get to you.
Okay.
Okay, but go ahead.
Here's something. You need to...
This call is from a federal prison.
Send Malcolm his emails because he doesn't know how to get them off the true links. And he's
Okay.
never seen any emails I've typed. Now, I told Malcolm about this overlay church thing that I was typing for Guy, and I told him that Guy was a Mormon, and he, is Christian now, but Guy used to be a Mormon. And I told him I was raised a Mormon, and that's why I asked him when I first met him what religion he was. He's just a general Christian,
Yeah.
Anyway, I also told him that if he wanted me to stop writing this stuff, I would, because I wasn't trying to be blasphemous. I was just telling the story of what I think the New World Order really is in the latter day. And I think that these people are really latter-day Christians. See, the Mormons call themselves the Latter-day Saints.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the latter day. If you're recording this, I think this is the latter day.
Yep.
Because of the fact that the Bible says Satan will reign in the end for a certain amount of time. Okay?
Yep.
We could debate the time amount. But I believe this New World Order thing that I'm writing about is the reign of Satan. And I also believe, this is what I told him, I also believe that this reign has to end before Christ can come back. Christ's not going to come back and put your name in all capital letters on the Book of Life.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you agree with what I'm saying.
Well, no, I don't know. When it comes to everybody's debating the rapture, and you got some people trying to pick a date, and some people saying it's. I just don't know. I say I'm looking forward to the Lord coming back. I love the Lord, and if He comes back tonight, that's great. But I simply don't know the answer to that question.
Right. So what I told Malcolm was, I explained to him that I'd prayed and I'd actually been attacked by a beast. And this is my understanding, the way I interpret what God told me as to what we're at. But I told him I wasn't making new scripture. I said, I'm telling people to look at what's plainly in front of their face and to understand that it's part of a big scheme, that it's all from Satan, and it's my opinion. And I told Malcolm, if you want me to quit writing it, I will. And he said, oh, no, sounds like it's going to be good. He says, I want to read it. So he said he was going to read it. And
I'll send everything. I'll send everything I got to him, but I'm missing part 8.
I know I didn't send it yet, but I sent you some more today. But,
okay.
Also, he told me that something about a black minister, and you're doing a talk show in 2 days or something. And I wanted to mention to you something rather interesting here. That alibi motion that was filed by Hoyt, the next day, they superseded the indictment to cancel the month, day, and the year. I want you to pay real close attention to that.
Okay.
Because it's right there on Pacer. You already printed it and sent it. It was called the alibi motion. It was signed by Hoyt. But that's interesting because really, I had an alibi, and they changed the year, month, and date to cancel my alibi.
Wow. Okay.
That is. And when I told Malcolm that, his response was, that's what needs to go to the White House. I want to see that. And I said, well, Rudy just sent it to me. I got it in the mail. Rudy knows right where it's at on the Pacer, because it said alibi motion. And
do you remember the docket number? I'll look. I'm going to try to find it. Do you remember the docket number, David?
No.
Okay.
But it was was 127, I thought, but
all right.
or something 120.
Okay, you got to understand, man. When I mail, okay, I'll do the best I can, and I'm sure I can find it. But you got to understand my position.
I wanted you to know
okay.
He was really excited about that, and he thought that was important.
Okay.
Because he also said that one of your people, one of them was going to be visiting the White House.
Well, I do have a friend who is going to be visiting the White House, but he's a black minister, and he's specifically brought there to talk about health care and how health care is hurting minorities. I don't know that he knows a lot about your case. I'll do my best to tell him, but he may not know a lot about your particular situation. I'll do the best I can, but I'll yeah.
Rudy said, not Rudy.
Malcolm
said that he wanted to talk to him. Remember, the copper, this black minister, my goodness, he could talk about the copper when he's talking about health care.
Well, the thing is, he doesn't have the history of knowing you. I know you, right? And I believe in the copper water, but it takes time for people to understand that you're credible, because everybody, when they first hear that, they dismiss it as, they've always been taught of snake oil and con artist, and it takes a while to figure that you are the real deal, so... we just got to we got to keep pushing it. It's like a continual effort of not backing down. Also, I talked to Stacy today, right? She's the one who gave the testimonial about being cured of cancer. She said she's going in for a full body scan Thursday. And she said to call her next week, and she'll let me do a follow-up interview and a report on her health status in regards to cancer. Now,
I did talk to Craig, and Craig said that the check came back, and I said, Craig, please, overnight me the money.
Yeah.
And he said he might do it.
Huh?
If you could find somebody that can do the AutoCAD, I'm still game. Just it's not the priority right. The priority right now is, listen, if we can get this minister to understand what this copper is, and he's going to the White House, that would really be a priority right now. You could have him look at the website, look at those testimonials, and tell him that I was working for the Doctors Without Borders. I was in Russia. I speak Russian now. My interpreter was a Christian, super Christian, named Roman Ponomarenko. He died of the flu that I could have cured. This is just horrible.
Okay. Yeah, I know, man. I know. Listen, don't put... I know the minister. I'm very familiar with him. I go to his church every Sunday, but I'm not friends with him to the point where I can tell him what to do, right? He's got the issue of when he speaks...
No, but
yeah.
Can you mention it? Can you mention to him that I was trying to cure all the AIDS in Africa? That's why I met with Anton Botha. Anton Botha, you've heard of the Botha diamond mines in South Africa?
Well, I did just now, but that's the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're white people.
All right.
He's friends with the king of the country. The country used to be called Swaziland. They changed the name of it. Swaziland has more black people that are dying of AIDS than any place on the planet. And I met with King Mswati, and I was supposed to go back there and cure his AIDS.
This call is from a federal prison.
But I got kidnapped. So
yeah.
I worked with Anton Botha. We worked... You should be recording this.
Yeah.
I was working with Anton Botha. And we did clinicals in Haiti, the Dominican Republic, South Africa, and Swaziland. Those are all black areas, I also did work in St. Petersburg, Russia, Kharkov, Ukraine, different places, Holland, Venezuela. So, I've been all over. And copper, not only is it a cure for AIDS and malaria, and there's millions. We talked about sending it with the missionaries. Remember, it also kills all parasites, which means it cures river blindness. It's the only cure known to man for stopping the brain-eating amoeba.
Yeah.
There's no cure for the brain-eating amoeba, but my copper will cure it.
That King Mswati III, you told me to reach out to him. I sent him several emails. He's never responded. But I want to share with you, he got up and did a press conference, and he changed the name of Swaziland to Eswatini. So in the future, the name of the country now is Eswatini, just so you know.
But anyway, since you're talking to a black minister, and Eddie McClendon, the Christian guy that got the money from my father, he's a super Christian, supposedly. So, and So, you can see that I've been reaching out trying to, help some black people.
Yeah, I know. Look, I know your heart is good, man. I know you're not a respecter of persons. I understand that, and we love you. And I thought your response to that anonymous Nat was perfect, and we're praying for you. And let's keep talking and let's keep fighting.
Oh, I did send you 2 more big emails to dig through and read.
Okay.
Let everybody look at them.
What do I need to send to Malcolm?
If anybody wants me to stop, I will stop. I'm just telling you. But, if 10 people like it and 1 don't like it, we're going to keep going, okay?
Tell me what to send to Malcolm from Pacer again.
Well, his name's on it. All the new stuff. He's interested in the stuff I'm writing.
No, there's a Pacer document. A Pacer alibi thing. The alibi thing.
Oh, yeah, it's the alibi motion that was by Hoy. It's right near the 2255. It was before the 2255. It showed up in the mail. You mailed it to me.
Okay. All right. We lost him. We ran out of time. One thing I do want to say before I close this audio down, Anonymous Nat, man, I hate to even give him any airtime at all. He said, David doth protest too much. I would like for any of us, any human being, to go through brutal abuse. To go through your name being dragged through the mud and you losing your reputation, your multi-million-dollar business, separated from your wife, separated from your children, being wrote about in the Southern Poverty Law Center as being a domestic terrorist, being put in prison for 15 years, not just any prison, but he went to ADX Supermax in Florence, Colorado. And after you've had to go through all of that, and you start talking about how innocent you are and some of the injustices that happened to you, that some idiot with a no-name anonymous account says, you are protesting, he does protest too much. I mean, that's got to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my life.